The end result was Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1, and I am joined by Jason, the Liverpool fan here. Jason, how did you find the overall performance of Liverpool today, or the whole game?
A game of 2 hours, really. The first half was exciting from both sides. We looked a little bit shaky at the back in the first half. Second half, they didn't really create any chances, neither did we. First half, we had a few chances. Jota had a tame one that hit straight to Edison on the volley. Obviously got the pen. I liked Roy Keane's statement when he said, asked about how Mane got the pen, and he said, because he's playing against an idiot in Kyle Walker. But I think it was all right.
Yeah.
Firmino, it's concerning. It wasn't great from Firmino again.
Yeah, it looked like you had a confident start. Do you think the 4-4-2 or 4-2-4 suited you well?
I think it neutralised them well, but it felt like the energy levels dropped off a lot towards the end of the game. The last half an hour was so flat in comparison to the first 45. It was ridiculous. And obviously got very lucky with the De Bruyne penalty miss, which apparently was the first penalty miss in the Premier League since 2018.
Wow.
Which I don't know what the last one was, but presumably it was Mahrez against us.
Was that a penalty for you on Joe Gomez?
Technically, yes, but it shouldn't be a penalty. But in the current rules of the game, it is.
Yeah.
But you can quite clearly see he's trying to move his arm away from the ball, but it hits his arm, and there was a similar one with Wolves Leicester earlier today. That one went the same way. It's never a pen, but it was given.
Yeah, and then the Kyle Walker one's always a pen, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an obvious pen. That's just like Roy Keane said, he's playing against an idiot.
Yeah. So the possession stats was 55% to City and 45% to you. Would you say that's fair? If you didn't watch the game, would you say that's a fair result of how the game went?
Honestly, it felt more 50-50, but that might have been because you're more likely to remember more recent stuff and weren't in the second half when nothing happened. It's obviously going to feel like 50-50. I think the only major chance in the second half was when Cancelo lifted that beautiful ball over to Jesus, who headed it just wide.
Yeah.
And that's the only, probably what would be classed as a big chance in terms of the Premier League stats.
Would you say that goal from Gabriel Jesus doesn't go in if you've got Van Dijk in your defence?
No, it's just a great goal. I think that was Ginny got caught up. It came from our 4 attackers pressing, which meant Ginny was pressured to go out wide because otherwise he leaves Kyle Walker with a ton of space to potentially put a ball in. Though in hindsight, he probably shouldn't have pressed out to him because Kyle Walker never tries to put a pass across in that situation. And that created space for De Bruyne in the middle, who played a great pass to Jesus and was a great turn. And keeper's not saving that. It's too close in.
Yeah. Jota's been quite consistent. How do you reckon his performance went today?
Just okay, really. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't good. He had 1 or 2 chances that he completely scuffed, and other than that, he didn't really get the opportunity to do much.
Looking forward to your next game against Leicester on the 21st of November, 3:00 kickoff at Anfield. How do you see this one going? Another tough game.
I can't see us losing, but that's just because it's Anfield. But it's really hard to know. We're very on and off at the moment. We were poor against West Ham, poor against Sheffield United, managed to get the results in both of them, which is what we largely did for a lot of last season, just grinding out results when we had to. And that's ultimately why we won the title. But then you look at Atalanta during the week, it was 5-0. So I'm going to call us to win because I always do at the moment. But it's so hard to predict how we'll play is the main thing.
Yeah.
And that makes it hard to predict the scoreline.
Yeah. Last question. Are you worried about Trent? Because I've not heard anything about it.
He's our second most creative player after Salah this season.
Yeah.
And that is really not good that he's gone.
So who comes in to replace him? Milner?
Probably Nico Williams. He wasn't on the bench today, so that's why he didn't come on. But I reckon he would have come on if it wasn't for the fact that he wasn't on the bench.
Yeah. Well, I suppose for me, I'm not really bothered because, I am bothered. I don't want him to come back anytime soon because I don't want you to do well. But obviously, it's the contrasting decision to yours.
Luckily, there is an international break, so
yeah.
Hopefully, assuming it's not too bad, he should be back after that, and we will have Fabinho back as well.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, Jason. If you are new around here, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what your thoughts of the game was even. And yeah, do you want any socials being put out, Jason?
Not a chance.
No. All right,
And not
okay.
not a post anyway, but still.
No, all right, okay.
Just JDA football and everything.
Yeah. All right, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in a bit.